Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place.
You done being dramatic? Get your foot down. Look at your shirt. We're showing y'all realness today. Right?
Why?
Right. Hi, beautiful people. I am back with another video. And we're going to back up a little bit because, yeah, this is cool. Yes, I'm wearing my chill clothes today. I do have on this wonderful shirt. This is from Brown Sugar Radio. I was just featured on their show. I did a makeup tutorial on Miss Janine, and I was invited by Kimberly Denise. You guys make sure you follow their radio show. Follow their, they have an Instagram and a Facebook. Follow them, show them some love. Those ladies are amazing, and I had so much fun on their radio show. So I wanted to just give you guys a shout out and thank you guys for having me on your show. But basically today's video is going to be called The Road to Recovery. I'm going to tap in on mental health because it's something I feel like a lot of women, especially Black women, we are just now starting to talk about it. Because I'm gonna be honest, growing up, I didn't hear a lot about mental health. I didn't. It was, you got to be a strong woman and suck it up and do what you got to do. So literally within this last year, 2021, that's when I really started to like dig a little deeper in experience with my mental health. So I wanted to come to you guys and talk to you guys about the things that I did to overcome some of the pain and hurt that I was going through, because Lord knows, I went through it. Okay, I went through it, and I just want you guys to know you are not alone. And I just want to show you a couple of things that I did and techniques that I used to help me get through it. And also, please don't mind my background. We've been quarantining, and I just really haven't really been doing anything, honestly. Those are Christmas gifts, scooters, blah, blah, mom life. If you're here to judge me, the door's that way, okay? So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, first thing I want to talk about is finding God. If you don't believe in God, you might as well, like I said, the door is that way. I believe in God, and his presence is very strong in my life. And, you know, even before I started my road to recovery, I was always a prayer, but I mainly only prayed like in the shower and in my head. It was nothing I ever did like out loud, and I never like expressed it out loud. Don't ask me why. It was just something that I just kept inside. It was very sacred to me, which it still is, but now I'm a lot more vocal with how I feel in my faith in God. So literally, I started this thing called my faith walk with God, and I vowed every morning that I was going to wake up, pray, before I eat, pray, before I do anything, just pray and tell God how thankful I am that he kept me through all of the, I was going to say a bad word, I'm trying to stop cursing as well, kept me through all of the things that I was going through, which I was going through a lot, which I'm not going to tap into in depth on the things that I actually went through. Just know, like, I just felt very, very lost. Everything in my life I felt like was going downhill, and I did not know what to do or how to overcome it. So that's why I turned to God. That was my only option I had. My only option, like, I turned to God. And so that's when like I said, I started to pray a lot. And within my prayer walks and my faith walks, I've learned that you have to change your mindset. So I used to be a very negative thinker. Like, anything that I was going to do or anything that was coming up, I always would find something negative or try to find like some type of negative scenario, I guess, to prepare myself for the negativity that could come. And I thought about it and I was like, I really have to stop thinking like that. That's not healthy, like at all. Like, what is wrong with you? So I kind of switched my way of thinking. I do sometimes fall back into that habit of thinking negatively and speaking negatively, and I have to catch myself, because what we don't realize, the power of the tongue is very, very strong and vicious. Okay? Very strong. I'm sorry. Can we just get into how good my skin looks? Like, it looks good. Besides this right here, this little situation that's going on, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyways, sidebar. But the power of the tongue is very vicious and very powerful. So I didn't realize that, and I would always speak negative about certain things in my life, like, oh, I'm never going to get married. Oh, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, da, da, da. And what do you know? It started to happen, like, quickly. And I was just like, oh my God, my life is falling apart. What am I going to do? Yada, yada, yada. I was crying every 5 seconds. I was a wreck. Okay? So yeah, first, finding God, praying, talking to God, finding your grace within him, okay? And that's always moving God's grace. I have it tattooed on my back. That's something that's very important to me. And then, like I said, power of the tongue. Switching the way you think, doing a 180, switching the way you think, speaking positive affirmations upon yourself and your life. That's something that I had to teach myself how to do. And that is very hard for somebody that comes from a negative aspect of things. Because I was very negative. I'm not gonna front. I was just negative all the time. But a way to help yourself turn over a new leaf and start speaking positively is doing it while you're looking in the mirror. I know it may sound weird. If you have kids, they're gonna look at you like you cuckoo crazy, because mine was looking at me like I was crazy. But I would literally sit in the mirror, okay, and I would be like, just tell myself, I'm beautiful, I'm capable of all things, okay, I am great, I am worthy, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Just saying all types of positive things that I truly believe deep down. I may have not felt it, but I believed deep down that I was worthy of all things, and I'm beautiful, and I'm going to be wealthy, I'm going to be successful, I will be married. All of those things that, you know, us women, we want those things. Some people may act like they don't. You lying, sis. You lying, stop lying. We all want it. We all want a ring on our finger. So that's another thing that I did. What's another thing? Manifestation. So manifestation and affirmations kind of go hand in hand. So that's another thing with manifestations. I did a lot of journaling, which this is my new journal. I have about that much where I wrote. That's how you can tell I was going through it, because I completed an entire journal about this thick, full of writings and prayers and manifestation. With manifestations, they say you can do like repetitive writings. So the things that I wanted and wished upon my life, I would literally write it and just repeat it over and over and over on like 5 or 6 pages. It may sound crazy to you, but it made sense to me at that time, because it was something I was trying to embed in myself, that I was worthy of these things. So I kept writing it and I kept reading it over and over to myself, and it helped me. It helped me a lot. And it just made me, I started to believe, like, it's a mind thing. I started to believe that I will be where I want to be within the next year. I started to believe I am a perfect mother, which, if you are a mom, you know, sometimes you have your days where it's like, you feel like everything is going to sugar honey iced tea. And that's how I was feeling. I felt like nothing was going right, and I needed something. I needed something to feel warm, and I needed something to feel whole. And my kids, God and my kids, really are the only things that I feel like help me. and journaling and praying. So next, talking to yourself. People may look at you like you're crazy. Who cares? I know my neighbors probably think I'm like cuckoo crazy because I constantly talk to myself. I would literally sit right here in this living room in the middle of this rug, and I would just sit. Sometimes I would just cry it out. There's nothing wrong with crying it out. I cried a lot during this journey because it's kind of like cleansing. Crying in the shower and praying in the shower is like a double cleanse. You're cleansing your body at the same time, physically, but also mentally and spiritually. Lighting candles. This is another self-love type of thing. That's why I have a candle lit right now, because it kind of like sets the feng shui of things, you know? So I know when I'm having like a rough night where I'm feeling heavy, I don't know if you, I want to ask you guys that. Like, I wish this was alive, but comment if you have felt this way. If your body just felt like after you've gone through like a whole bunch of crap, like say you just had a horrible month and one day you just wake up and your body just feels heavy and you feel like you can't get up. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to do anything. Your body just feels heavy. You just sleep all day. When I say I was having one of those days at least twice a week for a good 6 months. It was pretty bad. I was pretty bad off. That's when I was like, I have to change. Something has to change. And I would cry to God, like, God, something has to change. So that's when I started my road to recovery and just started to do a lot more self-maintenance on myself, on the inside and outside. So when I felt myself, if I woke up and I felt myself feeling like heavy and down, I knew I had to get up and do what I had to do anyways, because I'm a mom. I had to take care of my kids at the end of the day. But that night, when I put my babies to bed, I would immediately light some candles. First pray before anything, light candles, hop in the shower, and I would make sure I brought a candle in the shower. I would turn off lights because I don't want any lights to disturb like my inner peace. I want it to be very dim and mellow. I also have a diffuser that I would put peppermint, sometimes vanilla and lavender. You can come on, babies. Okay. Come on. They were upstairs playing and watching a movie. I knew they were gonna come eventually. So be ready because they're on a 10 today. So anyways, make sure all the lights are dim, and I would light candles. I would literally put my baby to sleep, get in the shower, shut the door, and like the steam of the shower mixed with the dimness and the candle smoke, it was very cleansing for me. And that's where I did a lot of praying, thinking, crying, shouting. Like as I'm washing my body, I'm cleansing inside and out. And then when I got out of the shower, I would sometimes like put on a robe because I didn't want to put on a bunch of, I don't like night clothes. That's just I just don't. I don't like a lot of stuff touching me while I'm trying to sleep. Oh, you got your purse? No, don't blow out mommy's candle. It's okay. It's okay. You want to say hi? Say hi.
Hi.
Oh, look at that pretty face. Say hi.
Hi.
No, don't blow out my candle. I like my candle. Yeah, I like my candle. You got your little purse. What you got in your purse? What's in your purse? Show them what's in your purse. Let mommy finish talking, okay?
Okay.
So after I got out of the shower, like I said, I wouldn't really put on a lot of clothes because I just wanted to feel free. So I would sometimes put on a robe, sometimes nothing. Hey, that's just me. That's just the way I like to roll sometimes. And like I said, no lights would be on. I would play their little spiritual music in their room for them, so I would hear that. And I hardly ever turn on the TV in my room. That's just me. Like the rest of my candles, turn on my diffuser, and I would literally lay on the floor and as I'm laying there, I just start talking to myself and talking about things that are going positively in my life. You know, having a place to stay, having food that night to eat for me and my children, having my children, being able to mother my children, God giving me the opportunity to wake up and see this beautiful day and go out, ooh, what's that? What, can we pull your shirt down? Yep. Want to say hi?
Yeah, hi.
Say hi. You got some green peppers. You cooking? What color is this pepper?
It's green.
Oh, high five. That's my girl. All right, here you go. Go cook your peppers over there, okay? Mommy's gonna finish talking, okay? Okay.
What color is that?
I don't know. Tell me, what color is this?
Green.
Awesome. Let mommy finish talking, okay? So yes, I would literally lay there, and they are about to feel it. I feel it. They're about to turn up. So let's try to get through this as fast as I can. So I would literally lay there and just talk to myself and talk about all the positive things that are going on in my life. I won't speak anything on the negative. If I do start thinking negative, I would just start to pray and ask God to remove those negative weights. And it was one night I just had a breakthrough. I literally was having one of those heavy days. I did everything that I just said, lit my candles, showered, did all that good stuff, and I laid there and I had a breakthrough. And I was crying, and I was actually kind of yelling as I was praying, and I was asking God to. I'm getting emotional. I was asking God to lift the weights off me. I was like, this is too much for me to bear, and I need you to take this. I need you to take this pain away from me, and I need you to carry it. I know, yes.
I don't want to put a candle on.
Okay, yeah, those candles are fine. Those aren't lit. They're fine.
Can you do this?
No, we're not going to do the candles over there. Accident waiting to happen. Nope.
I want to put the candle on.
Here, look in the mirror. Look at how beautiful you guys are. Wow. Wow. That'll keep them occupied. So yeah, I literally asked God to remove the weight, and I asked him to carry it for me. And literally